Very good afternoon. This is the midday news on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Ashwarya with you. Let us start with the headlines. Ravi Shankar Prasad introduces the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Bill 2019 in the Lok Sabha. Says irrespective of religion, all women are equal in the eyes of law. Interstate River Water Disputes Amendment Bill 2019 and Repealing and Amending Bill 2019 also introduced in the House. Five members elected from Tamil Nadu take oath as Rajya Sabha MPs. Several matters of public importance raised during Zero Hour and Question Hour. Right to Information Amendment Bill and Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill listed for passing in the second half. The 36th Goods and Services Tax Council meet today. Tax cuts for electric vehicles, solar power projects, wind turbines to be on agenda. Rain and lightning strikes claim 51 lives in Bihar and Jharkhand. 14 die in rain-related incidents in Uttar Pradesh. Flood situation worsens in Assam and Bihar. Heavy rains batter Mumbai. IMD predicts heavy rainfall in many states. First up, all the updates from Parliament, and as soon as Rajya Sabha met for the day today, 5 MPs selected from Tamil Nadu took oath as Rajya Sabha members. Now, these new members are Chandrasekharan, Mohammed John, N. Shamugan, Vaiko, P. Wilson, and A. Ramados. Matters of public importance were raised during Zero Hour. CM Ramesh of BJP raised the issue of drought threat over southern India because of deficient rainfall. Shanta Chetri of the TMC opposed the shifting of the Libong military hospital in Darjeeling to Assam. S. Jatia of the BJP wanted a time-bound program for tackling water, air and soil pollution, which is threatening human lives. K. Parveen of the JDU wanted first aid medical services to be available on trains to help pregnant women. And many other members raised the issues of public interest during question hour.
According to the Indian Meteorological Department, rain deficit in southern peninsula has risen to around 28%, which is the highest among all 4 subdivisions in the country. As many as 7 subdivisions in the south, including Rayalaseema, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Marathwada and Vidarbha are facing rain deficit. The rains are extremely crucial for the rain-fed kharif crops planted during this time. Farmers are finding it difficult to irrigate land as they have to start the process of cultivation of kharif season.
I seek to draw the kind attention of this august House that as per reports, Defence Ministry is planning to shift Lebong Military Hospital of Darjeeling to other states, that is Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. This unfortunate shifting will hit hard on the retired Gorkha personnel. Furthermore, sir, there is no ECHS. Therefore, if this sole hospital will serve as a lifeline to the retired Gorkha personnel.
मैं जलवायु की प्रदूषण की समस्याओं की विभीषिका की ओर सदन का ध्यान आकर्षित कर रहा हूं। निरंतर जलवायु में जो प्रदूषण हो रहा है उसके कारण से हमारा प्रकृति का संतुलन निरंतर बिगड़ते चला जा रहा है। मौसम बदल रहे हैं, समय पर वर्षा नहीं होती है और समय पर वर्षा नहीं होने के कारण से हमारी जो कृषि है वह प्रभावित होती है।
ये बात सही है कि डॉक्टरों की कमी है। अभी सोशल मीडिया में चल रहा था कि डिब्रूगढ़ राजधानी में एक महिला ने बच्चे को जन्म दिया, तो वहाँ की जो जितनी यात्रा कर रही महिलाएं थी उसने उनकी मदद की। मैं आपके माध्यम से माननीय मंत्री जी से ये मांग करना चाहती हूँ कि डॉक्टरों की कमी है, ठीक है, लेकिन फर्स्ट एड उनको मुहैया कराया जाए ताकि जो सफ़र कर रही महिलाएं, इस तरह की महिलाएं हैं, उनको कुछ न कुछ राहत मिल सके।
And two bills are listed in today's agenda in the Rajya Sabha for consideration and passing. Union Minister Jitendra Singh will move the Right to Information Amendment Bill 2019 for consideration and passing. It aims to amend the Right to Information Act 2005, and the bill empowers the central government with the right to determine the term, salaries and other terms and conditions of service of the Chief Information Commissioner and Information Commissioners and the State Chief Information Commissioner and the State Information Commissioners. The bill was passed by Lok Sabha on Monday. And Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will move the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill 2019 for consideration and passing. The bill seeks to further amend the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. It seeks to ensure timely completion of a debt resolution process and provide more clarity on the rights of stakeholders. The bill also provides a deadline for the completion of corporate insolvency resolution process within an overall limit of 330 days, including litigation and other judicial processes. All right, Panchanan Mishra is now joining us live from Parliament. Panchanan, as far as Rajya Sabha is concerned, we saw that 6 MPs elected from Tamil Nadu took oath today. And in the post-lunch session, there are two bills listed in today's agenda for consideration and passing, one of course being the very important RTI amendment bill. What can we expect in the post-lunch session?
Aishwarya, it was a smooth question hour and 0 hour. Many issues were raised during the 0 hour, and also many questions were answered during this question hour. But the post-lunch session is very much crucial for today itself, because two bills are listed, and one bill which is related to RTI amendment bill, which is very much crucial as far as the government is concerned, and opposition is also looking very critical on this legislation. Opposition is saying that RTI amendment bill is not proper in format, and amendment done by it, by the government, is not proper, and it is now weakening this institution, because Derek O'Brien, who is the TMC floor leader, he categorically said that all opposition parties held meeting, and they are determined to send this bill to particularly in select committee of Rajya Sabha for more consideration, because many provisions of the bill which has been changed is not proper, and so it's a proper discussion. Yesterday we saw that this bill came in Rajya Sabha, it was listed, but opposition was firm in decision, and so government has to delay it for today. Now we have to see that the post-lunch session, when this bill will be there, and what strategy from the government will be there, and opposition what it say will be there on it. But opposition is looking now very firm that this particular bill should be sent to select committee. And as far as the second bill is concerned, which is that Nirmala Sitharaman has introduced that bill yesterday, bankruptcy and insolvency. It is an important bill that as far as the concerns of companies which becomes insolvent, and the shareholders, the welfare of shareholders has been kept alive in this particular bill. So both bills are important, and we have to see that what type of discussion will be there.
All right, stay with us. So we'll just come back to you, Panchanan. Meanwhile, now let's also talk about Lok Sabha. Well, Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad introduced the contentious anti-triple talaq bill for consideration and passage in the Lok Sabha today, with the ruling BJP issuing a whip to its MPs and asking them to ensure their presence in the House. The Law Minister said that irrespective of all religions, all women are equal in the eyes of law. He asked that why should Muslim women be left to fend for themselves? And referring to other Muslim countries, he said that many countries are bringing a law against triple talaq, and India should do the same.
क्या हमारे मुस्लिम समाज की बेटियों को, बहनों को, खवातीनों को इसी प्रकार से छोड़ दिया जाए? तीन सवाल खड़े होते हैं सर। पहला सवाल है, अगर दुनिया के 20 से अधिक इस्लामिक मुल्कों ने 3 तलाक को नियंत्रित किया एक प्रकार और दूसरे प्रकार से, तो हिंदुस्तान एक सेक्युलर मुल्क है, ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर सकता? करना चाहिए। यह पहला सवाल है। दूसरा सवाल है सर, जो बहुत जरूरी है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा गलत है, चीफ जस्टिस ने कहा संसद कानून बनाए, हम कानून बना करके आए तो कहा जाए इसका विरोध करें। तो क्या ये जो हमारी विक्टिम बहनें हैं वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के फैसले को अपने घर में टांगें? कोई कार्रवाई नहीं हो सकती सर। 70 साल संविधान के हो गए सर, और आज भारत के संविधान का बार बार उधर से कोई बात आती है तो संविधान की दुहाई देते हैं और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के फैसले की बात कही जाती है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला क्या मैंने पढ़ दिया सर। भारत के संविधान का जो कोर फिलॉसफी है, जो मैं तीसरी बात कह रहा हूं सर, उसमें जेंडर जस्टिस, महिलाओं के साथ न्याय भारतीय संविधान का मूल दर्शन है। एक ये समझने की जरूरत है।
Meanwhile, the Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat also introduced the Interstate River Water Disputes Amendment Bill 2019 in the Lok Sabha. This bill seeks to further amend the Interstate River Water Dispute Act 1956 and also the Repealing and Amending Bill 2019 to repeal certain enactments and to amend certain other enactments was also introduced today by Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad.
और हमारे प्रधानमंत्री का इनिशिएटिव का एक प्रकार से इस सदन में मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि 1458 एक्ट सर हमने रिपील किया है और आज 58 और करने जा रहे हैं सर। और मैं उम्मीद करूंगा कि ये जो एक नई शुरुआत है कि देश में पुराने कानून जो असुविधा पैदा करते हैं, लोगों को परेशान करते हैं, जिनका कोई उपयोगिता नहीं है, उसको समाप्त किया जाए। और एक हम लोग माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने और निर्देश दिया है कि कई ऐसे कानून जो दो कानून एक हो सकते हैं उसका भी विचार करना चाहिए। तो सर इसी कड़ी में आज मैं बिल उपस्थापित करने की अनुमति चाहता हूं।
And also in the Lok Sabha today, Union Minister Harshvardhan will move the National Medical Commission Bill 2019 and the DNA Technology Use and Application Regulation Bill 2019 for consideration and passing. All right, let's go back to Panchanan Mishra. Panchanan, speaking about Lok Sabha, of course, we saw, there were smooth proceedings, question hour went on smoothly, and very important bills were tabled today, the Interstate River Water Disputes Amendment Bill and the Repealing and Amendment Bill. And also the anti-triple talaq bill was also tabled, and law minister there saying that gender justice is very important for us. What can we expect as far as anti-triple talaq bill is concerned in Lok Sabha?
Aishwarya, you are right. Anti-triple talaq bill is a highlight for today, and this bill was introduced in this session, and today is being now discussed. And opposition has reservation on many provisions, including the imprisonment of Muslim husband who violates this law, who gives instant triple talaq. So it has been made criminalized for imprisonment up to 3 years. This is the main provision to which opposition party is opposing. So government has now put this bill for the discussion, and as we heard Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, he said that now justice has been done to these victim Muslim women. So this bill is very crucial, but opposition is on in their points. So the bill is being discussed along with the ordinance put on for this bill. So this is an important bill, and as you mentioned that after this bill, there may be a taken National Medical Commission bill, which is also a very important, which can regulate entire medical system, which will replace the Indian Medical Commission also. So this is a crucial time which is going on in entire Parliament, especially in Lok Sabha, when crucial legislation now being put by the government, and we have to see that in the debate or what government has to say and what opposition has to say.
Absolutely. So very important discussion in Lok Sabha over the anti-triple talaq bill. Remember, the bill was passed in the 16th Lok Sabha, but did not go through the Rajya Sabha. Then it lapsed, and we have to wait and watch what really happens as far as the passage of anti-triple talaq bill is concerned in the 17th Lok Sabha. Thank you so much, Panchanan, for all those updates there from Parliament. And Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will chair the 36th meeting of the GST Council through video conferencing in national capital today. Now, this will be the first GST Council meeting after the Union Budget was placed before Parliament on 5th of July, and Sitharaman's second one. Now, the GST Council is expected to announce its decision on lowering of tax rates for electric vehicles, solar power projects and wind turbine projects for the purposes of levying GST. Further, the Council may also take a look at the taxation of lotteries. In the previous meeting, the Council had decided to seek a legal opinion of the Attorney General for levying GST. On to some political news from Karnataka. Well, BJP's Karnataka President B.S. Yediyurappa said on Wednesday that he was awaiting instructions from his party's central leadership on staking claim to form an alternative government in the state. A delegation of the state leaders are expected to hold discussions with the party high command today. Remember, the 14-month-old Congress-JDS coalition headed by H.D. Kumaraswamy collapsed on Tuesday after losing the vote of confidence in the assembly in a climax to a 3-week-long intense power struggle.
Regarding political scenario, what is happening and nothing, everything, we want to discuss with our national president, Amit Shah ji. For that purpose, meeting the Amit Shah ji, we came here.
And an update on monsoons in the country. Well, at least 51 people have been killed and 9 others have been injured in lightning strikes in Bihar and Jharkhand. Altogether 39 people have died across a dozen districts of Bihar, while 12 others lost their lives in 4 districts of Jharkhand. And state officials said that an ex gratia will be paid to the next of the kin of deceased. Meanwhile, the death toll in Bihar and Assam floods amounted to 197, with a total of 1.24 crore people being affected by the calamity in 2 states. The total of death toll in Bihar rose to 123 on Wednesday, with the death of 17 more people. And the deluge in Assam claimed 6 more lives, taking the total figure to 74. And 14 people died across Uttar Pradesh in rain-related incidents. Since Tuesday, of the total 7 deaths took place on Wednesday. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath expressed grief over the loss of lives and directed the respective district magistrates to give 4 lakh rupees each to the kin of the victim. Meanwhile, IMD has predicted heavy to very heavy rainfall in many states in the next 48 hours as well. On to some other news. On the occasion of the birth anniversary of Somnath Chatterjee, former Speaker Lok Sabha, a function to pay floral tribute to him was held in the Central Hall of Parliament House today. Chatterjee, who was associated with the CPIM, served as Lok Sabha Speaker from 2004 to 2009 during UPA 1 rule. Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman Harivansh, Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad also paid homage to him along with others. India has improved its rank in the Global Innovation Index to 52nd in 2019, making a significant jump of 5 places in a year. India has been performing well in the terms of innovation and newly emerging technologies and has improved its position. Switzerland retained its #1 spot on the index. The Global Innovation Index, that is the GII 2019, was released by Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal in New Delhi on Wednesday. And addressing the gathering, he said that India has made a significant jump in the Innovation Index. The minister also assured that the government will not rest till our country achieves its target of coming in the top 25 ranks of a Global Innovation Index and then making it to top 10. Now, this is for the first time that GII was launched in an emerging economy. The GII is considered as a charter for assessing the innovation capabilities of economies worldwide. The US regulators on Wednesday formalized a record $5 billion fine on Facebook for the violation of users' privacy in the Cambridge Analytica data scandal case. The Federal Trade Commission said that the penalty was the largest ever imposed on any company for violating consumers' privacy and one of the largest penalties ever assessed by the US government for any violation. The FTC initiated the investigation after a scandal involving former British consulting firm Cambridge Analytica, which was accused of illegally accessing data of more than 87 million Facebook users without their prior knowledge.
I believe that companies should be held accountable on privacy. And this is what accountability looks like. As part of this settlement, we have to pay a major fine, and there are now very clear rules around how we need to operate on this. And I believe that this is going to help us serve our community better by making sure that the work that we do is up to the standards that everyone expects from us.
News from the UK, where Conservative leader Boris Johnson officially took charge as the British Prime Minister on Wednesday. Boris Johnson began unveiling his top team with the announcement of some key posts since taking charge at the Downing Street. In a cabinet that was already being touted as the most diverse in British history, Priti Patel became the first Indian origin Home Secretary, with Pakistani origin Sajid Javed moving from the UK Home Office to become the new Chancellor. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Boris Johnson on assuming charge as the Prime Minister of the UK. In a tweet, PM Modi wished him success and said that he looks forward to working with him to further strengthen the India-UK partnership in all spheres. Sports news now. Indian shuttlers PV Sindhu and B Sai Praneeth have moved into the quarter-finals of the Japan Open. This after registering contrasting wins in their respective events in Tokyo today. While fifth seed PV Sindhu had to toil hard in an hour-long battle to get the better of unseeded Japan's Ohori 11-21, 21-10, 21-13 in the second round women's singles match, B Sai Praneeth sailed past another Japanese shuttler 21-13, 21-16 in the men's singles encounter that lasted only 45 minutes. However, HS Prannoy, who knocked out compatriot K. Shrikant in the opening round, went down to R. Genke of Denmark 9-21, 15-21 in his second round match. And that is the wrap on this edition of Midday News. Thanks so much for your time.